the best identity theft protection, and I swear to you, this is 100% free. Are you ready for it? Just be born even 90 years ago. That's it. That's the hack. To be clear, elderly folks absolutely are vulnerable to identity theft. We've all seen the scams. But if you're in your 20s, 30s, or 40s, congratulations! You're living through the absolute
worst era to try and protect your identity, and spoiler alert, it's only gonna get worse.
That got dark. I do have a solution and a discount code. Unless you're a hermit who's never touched the internet, and let's be honest, if that's you, you're probably not watching this video, there's already something about you online. The problem is, identity thieves don't need much. They don't hack into your life all at once. They piece it together from tiny bits. Every exposure of information represents a piece of you. Old data breaches, Google searches, shady data brokers. Now, unfortunately, if you ever tried to enter an airport or even a nightclub with half-intact identity, you'd get denied. But if you want to open a new account, new line of credit, file a fake tax return, you probably only need like that much. And you rarely can tell what will be the critical piece that will make or break this process until it's too late. You can manually try to remove a leaked social security number from every data broker you can find, but someone who's got your name, email, phone, and password might not even need that piece. Now, yes, there are free services that can tell you if, say, your password has been leaked, or if your social security number showed up in a breach somewhere. And that's great. But those free tools mostly stop there. Fundamental issue with these free tools is they're all solving yesterday's problem. They'll tell you about the breach that happened 6 months ago, but they won't tell you about the one happening right now, and they definitely won't do anything to prevent the next one. 3. Bureau credit monitoring. Remember this? In order to offer full identity theft protection, you need to monitor as many potential threats as possible. The largest threat is with the 3 major credit bureaus, who definitely have never experienced any leaks themselves. I hate it here. But if someone attempts to open a new line of credit in your name, you need to monitor all 3. Now, the number one reason I stick with Aura? Other services offer packages that only monitor 1 bureau and lock their 3 bureau coverage behind advanced or ultimate plus paywalls. This is the absolute worst part of breaking down identity theft monitoring services. 1 bureau monitoring is garbage. Never pay for it. I don't know why other services even offer it as coverage. Credit monitoring is the number one way to protect yourself from threats, and monitoring 1/3 of all threats is, I don't know, technically protection? Nothing I'd ever recommend anyone pay for. Aura is the only major service that doesn't even offer plans. Data brokers are companies that collect and sell your personal information. And if you Google how many there are who are operating within their legal means, Google, and this is 100% true, will start crying. Opting out of all of them manually requires visiting dozens of websites, filling out complex forms, and repeating the process every few months. Why do you need to repeat this? Oh, it's because opt-out requests can be denied, and if new information about you is presented to these companies, they can just rebuild your profile. I hate it here. Aura simplifies this by handling the entire opt-out process automatically, eliminating one of the most tedious and overlooked threats to your privacy. It can't and won't get to every single broker in the world, but doing this process on repeat is one of the best reasons not just to sign up for Aura, but to keep the subscription over time as new information becomes available. Speaking of reasons to keep your Aura subscription, every Aura plan includes $1 million in identity theft insurance. This is the part that cynicists on Reddit are like, "These companies are a scam. Just lock your credit, bro." While no one hopes to use this protection, and luckily I haven't had to yet either, it's significant peace of mind just to know it's there, and that it covers more than just the financial damage. For those with higher risk, or have a thing called money, there's an option to upgrade to $5 million in coverage. Setting up Aura took around 10 minutes. The interface is unique. displaying alerts in a scrollable feed that feels more like a social media timeline than a traditional security dashboard. Mild criticism, but it's fine. Within hours of setup, Aura identified over 40 dark web alerts involving personal data, far more than competing services during the same test period. Aura's dark web monitoring not only flagged exposed data, but also provided context: where the breach happened, when it occurred, and what actions I should take next. It also began submitting opt-out and removal requests without requiring any input. Credit monitoring alerts were similarly proactive, often arriving while forms were still being filled out. Notifications are available through app, email, or text, and in testing, Aura consistently delivered faster and more detailed alerts than other providers. Okay, trying to think of a critique so I don't sound biased. Customer service! Damn it! Customer service was actually really great too! It was easy to access and responsive. Representatives provided clear answers without pressuring me to upgrade to more expensive plans. Genuinely, I called and got a helpful person right away, and the other company I called made sure to pitch me on upgrading before I hung up.
That is an interesting offer, and I really appreciate it. Let me think on that, and I'll get back to you. Goodbye. Knew the upsell was coming.
An actual ding against Aura. The included tools like the VPN, antivirus, password manager, they're not best in class. They offer solid baseline protection, especially for users who aren't already using premium alternatives. Like we said before, Aura isn't technically the cheapest service, but it is the most cost-effective when you consider the competitors hiding critical protections behind upselling paywalls and that discount code I have available in the description. Every plan includes full access to critical features without tier-based limitations or upsells. After testing multiple identity protection services, Aura stands out for its consistency, depth of coverage, and user-friendly support. For individuals or families looking for reliable, all-in-one protection, Aura delivers meaningful value, and it does so without making you decode a confusing matrix of plan options.